One eternity later.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yet another hilarious meltdown over just a simple meme posted by Elon Musk. The mainstream media losing its mind. Of course, the online left losing its mind. And immobilization of regular, normal people seems to be happening on Twitter. And it's absolutely amazing to watch, to see, and to experience. This article coming from the Daily Wire: Elon Musk posts meme, tweets outlining ideological journey to the right. Far left hates everyone, themselves included. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is opening up about his ideological shift toward the political right, posting a meme and numerous tweets ripping the left for being hijacked by people with extreme views, forcing him towards the right. I strongly supported Obama for president, but today's Democratic Party has been hijacked with people with extreme views, Musk said on Twitter. In a meme he posted Thursday, the SpaceX CEO outlined how he's moved toward the right since 2008. The meme's 2012 timeline shows, quote, fellow liberal on the left running towards the extreme far left, in effect leaving another stick figure drawing labeled me move towards the center. By the 2021 timeline, a woke progressive is now all the way on the far left, calling the star stick figure labeled me, or Musk, in this case, a bigot. Musk has stayed in the same spot in the meme, but is now considered to be on the right. And what this is of course, kind of showing the Overton window shift. And it feels like a lot of people feel this way. You see Shibatoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Dogecoin, writing, "This is how I feel. 10 years ago, I would have called myself progressive because I believed in equality and not being an a-hole over trivial things. Now I consider myself to be moderate because I believe in equality and not being an a-hole over trivial things." Elon Musk responding, "Same." Harrison Crank writes, "Remember when the left were anti-war, anti-big pharma, and pro-free speech? They used to say, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend your right to say it." Benny Johnson saying, "This is the most accurate tweet in world history." And if you look at a closer view of it, back in 2008, my fellow liberal and me, and the line is getting extended where the right is basically staying the same, and it's getting extended to further and further left. Now, I would argue that there's probably some extension of the right that has happened as well. And you just have, and then so they're right there. Then in 2012, my fellow liberal is racing further to the left. He stays in the same spot, or the distance between him and the center is tightened up. And then now they're all the way over there woke, and they're calling him a bigot, and the conservative is just sitting there saying lol. I mean, it's pretty accurate, and I think that it really hits for a lot of people. And of course, the media is trying to twist this. Like, of course, that's what they do. Elon's tweet, "The far left hates everyone, themselves included," 1 million likes. Now, of course, he says, "I'm no fan of the far right either. Let's have less hate and more love." No Lie with Brian Taylor writing, "Elon Musk told the United Nations he would give them $6 billion to end world hunger if they showed him a detailed plan of how they would use the money. They called his bluff and gave him the plan and never got the money. Now he's buying Twitter for $44 billion. They didn't call his bluff. They didn't really show a good plan." I thought he actually did commit to it too, if I remember right. Elon is going to be, dominating headlines in the United States and in the world for a very, very long time. And it's been really interesting to see. And the media is kind of getting pissed off that he keeps, I don't know what the right word would be, but like he keeps exposing them. Here's a real think piece on NBC News. "Elon Musk's no good, very bad meme shows just out of touch he is with political reality." This is like the literal embodiment of the is it me who's out of touch, or is it everyone else, the children? By the way, update on my own self-inflicted wound. I'm at 195,912 followers on Twitter, which means at this moment I need 4,100 more to unlock my account. I locked myself out of my account until I reached 200,000. Why? I don't know. That was really stupid. But if you don't have a Twitter account, or you aren't currently following me, or you reactivate, please head over to the twitter.com/thequartering and give me a follow. I'm also on Truth Social, by the way. You can find me on Truth Social at The Quartering. I'm on Getter and Gab, but I've only punished myself on Twitter, so I need you to help bail me out. It's not uncommon for people to delude themselves into believing their preferred political side is the reasonable one. That doesn't make it less worrying. By Parker Malloy, Chicago-based media critic. Oh, media critic talking about politics. Okay, let's see. Billionaire and maybe Twitter buyer. They still refuse to believe that it's happening. Elon Musk sure loves his memes. This really isn't a meme as much of it's like an infographic, I would argue. Sometimes they make sense, sometimes they don't, and usually he's not the one making them. Ooh, he's stealing memes. Thursday viral memes certainly fell into the latter of the two categories. The argument being made here is a simple one. From 2008 to 2021, the political left moved even more to the left, while the right remained in the exact same spot. This I didn't change. It was the left who left me. Attitude is a pretty common trope among center-right types, but it's simply not true. While perhaps comforting, there is plenty of empirical evidence to refute their core claim. Obviously, political whims shift over time. Parties may flip-flop on individual issues, but broadly speaking, the right has been shifting to the extremes for decades. Okay, so deflect much? So that's the piece here. We're going to say, well, it's not the left that's going to the left. It's actually the right. Can you imagine the modern mainstream Republican reaction to President Richard Nixon's decision to create a brand new federal agency to protect the environment? I don't know. I'm not sure that I would have any problem with that, to be honest with you. It's how you go about it. Or how about President Ronald Reagan's decision to offer amnesty to nearly 3 million undocumented immigrants? Again, I don't know how people would react because I don't know the specifics of that particular deal. I guess I understand what they're trying to say here is that, Republicans would probably have an issue with that, and I don't think that that's necessarily untrue. But the fact of the matter is, I think, as I pointed out when we actually looked at the meme itself, is that I think it's gotten stretched out in both directions. It's an anecdote. When I really tried to label myself politically, most people first do that when they're the first time they vote, or when they're starting to think about voting, 18 to 20. I would have considered myself a staunch liberal. I was for protecting the environment, being pro-choice, pro-gay marriage, which was the issue at the time, anti-war, anti-corporation, and anti-censorship. And here I am, 20 years later. My position on these issues have not changed one bit. I am still anti-mega corporation, anti-big pharma, anti-war, anti-censorship, pro-environment, well, gay marriage isn't even an issue anymore. But I mean, none of these issues, I haven't flip-flopped on any of them. These would have been tree-hugging liberal positions a few years ago, but there are more and more people on the center right who share these exact same opinions. You can look at Trump. Trump didn't care about gay marriage. The left tried to make you think he did. They're gonna put the gays in camps. They were literally saying that about Trump. Trump didn't care. This is, I think, the new modern politician. Now, what I am worried about a little bit is that, this push, how many of those boomer cons even exist anymore? I go to church every Sunday. Not there's anything wrong with it, but you know what I'm talking about. The prototypical Republican. Clean cut, 2.5 kids. golden retriever dog, goes to church every Sunday. How many Republicans like that are there going to be in 10 years? I think you're going to see more people similar to my positions politically running with the R next to their name. You know, look what Tulsi Gabbard, you know, she's a Democrat that dared to agree with a few things with Republicans on, and they cast her out of their own party. The Republicans don't have something called the Squad, which is 4 or 5 women who got elected because of where they were born and have done nothing in Congress. These same women who say defund the police while spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on private police protection. Elon's meme, maybe not completely accurate. I think the right has moved a little bit as well. But for the most part, I think a lot of people relate to it. In fact, 1.3 million people liked it. 1.5 million people. And there's the threads full of people agreeing with it. So the media can write all the crap that they want. And then this may not even be technically true. But if millions of people feel that way, doesn't that make it true? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll take a moment to head on over to Twitter. Follow me at The Quartering. I'm at 195,950. I need 4,500 more. I'm sorry, 4,050 more. So make a Twitter account today. Reactivate your old one. Let's get me to 200,000, and then I will apply for verification again. Maybe I'll actually get it this time. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.